What's up, everybody? It's your boy J.O. bringing you another episode of Just in Time. Hey, this episode gonna be me talking about the Jaguars, just the opinions, and I'm gonna touch on week 3. 3 weeks of the NFL. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like this video if you enjoy. Let's get into it. All right, man. First, I want to talk about the Jaguars, man. Haven't talked about them in 2 weeks. I just been analyzing, man. I've been watching the games. I'm trying to see what's wrong with the team. What are our weaknesses, man? What are we good at? What are we not good at? It's still week 3, man. I still don't really know what they want to do. We know on defense. Let's start with the defense. The defense, Seahawks system. We want to play cover 3. We want to play cover 3. We want to stop the run. 4-3 system. 4-3 scheme. Stop the run. No big plays over the top, man. Usually a one high safety. And cover 3 and man. I mean, it's that simple. We have not been putting pressure on the quarterback. Or they haven't gotten there. We only have 3 sacks. We only have 3 sacks this year. That's first to last in the league. Jags defense 19th in passing D. That's surprising to me. 15th in rushing D. We did improve on stopping the run. So I'm not even going to touch the run because they played the run good. Week 2, we held King Henry to 25 rushes, 84 yards. Under 3.5 yards a carry. You can't ask for nothing better than that. It's hard to do that. Grown man back there with King Henry. So hopefully we can do that the next time we play him. But passing defense, man, they can't cover anything. Even if you go back to week 1 with the Colts, I mean, Phillip Rivers had 340 yards passing. He made mistakes. He made bad throws. And we capitalized off of them, but they were getting torched as well in week 1, even though we won, with a comeback win. But the thing about that game, the Indy game, they got off the field when they needed to. The second half, it was a different type of defense. They got stops, stopped them on 4th and inches, 4th and 1. We got turnovers, like I said. But then when you start off with a team scoring 14 points, scoring on both of their drives, scoring touchdowns on both of their drives, each team have scored to begin the game. In all 3 of our games, man. Tennessee jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and then Miami the next week jumped out to a 14-0 lead. You can't start games like that. You're not going to win a lot of football games, man. You're not. You're just not. You can't let teams get out ahead of you like that, and then you're just playing catch up the rest of the game. So you got to get stops on the first drive. You can't just let them come. Give it like 3 is good. Just don't give up a touchdown every single time, man. You can't start like that. But like I said, the surprising thing about this defense is the ranks that they are through week 3. 19th in passing defense. I would have guessed that we was last. But the funny thing about who is last in passing defense is that team is 3-0, and it's the Seahawks. The Seahawks are the worst passing defense right now through 3 weeks, and that's crazy. They're 3-0. So what that tells me, man, is, well, let me say this first. There's 14 teams that you would not think are behind the Jaguars in passing defense. Like I said, we're 19th. The Saints are behind us. The Rams are behind us. Ravens, Bills, Cowboys, Seahawks. Like, that's 4 playoff teams last year, and the other 2 should have been in the playoffs. So, I mean, yes, we have not been playing good, but nobody has been playing good on defense. It's not an excuse. It's just, I feel like it's just the times. I mean, you have to give them time. You have to give them repetition. You have to give them experience on the field with the same group They have to build that camaraderie, and it's only week 3, and you had a shortened off season, had a shortened training camp. This COVID thing just messed up a lot of things. So it's still teams getting into the groove, even though they, on paper, they look great. They look like they would be a great defense, but when you look at the stats and when you look at the numbers that they're giving up, and everybody's scoring 30 points, like, there's no good defense being played right now. No good defense. So what I can take from that and what I can give or say about the Jaguars defense is the only way is up. Your only way is up. And I feel like they will improve on the things that they're miscommunicating, or the rules that they're implementing. I just feel like the coverage rules aren't already installed already. You get what I'm saying? Everything is not in the playbook. Like I keep saying, it's week 3, about to be week 4. So it's still a lot of things that still have to be installed. I think the young guys will take this loss to Miami Dolphins, because I feel like they felt they were better. I think they were better. But I think they would take this loss and really learn from it. You had a short week. That's a disadvantage for young guys. First time Thursday night football game. Short week. You get 3 or 4 days to prepare, and that probably took a toll on it. I mean, DJ Chark was out. Brandon Linder was out. Josh Lambo was out. So all these things, if you take just account of everything on the defense, man, you just gotta believe that they would get better. Believe that they will make the corrections that they need to make. Let's go to the offense. The offense did not look good against the Dolphins, man. Minshew looked bad. It was numerous throws where I was like, what were you reading? What were you looking at? But it was also throws that it was like, that's a good throw, Gardner. I felt like this game, they were down from the jump, so he trying to make too many big plays. He threw it in the quadruple coverage one time on the post to Conley. And since I said Conley dropped 2 big balls. Conley had a rough night against the Dolphins. Gardner wanted to get him the ball because he had about 8 targets. Only caught 3 of them. 4 of them. It's not gonna cut it. You could tell that we missed DJ Chark. You can tell that we missed Brandon Linder, even though Shatley stepped in and played good. But the offensive line, when Karen Robinson got ejected for not even a reason to get ejected for, the offense started struggling. They started getting pressure. They started sending blitzes. And one thing I noticed about teams that play Gardner Minshew, the way they play him, they like to play man, and they like to cover the middle of the field. They know that he doesn't have a strong arm, so he doesn't typically push the ball outside of the numbers. He likes to stay inside of the numbers. That's what I want him to work on. He threw good deep balls last year to DJ Chark. So he does have it. I feel like that's his best ball. But this year, I haven't seen that. I've seen him be more good on the intermediate and short routes, the anticipation. But he's still leaving the pocket too early. When there's plays that can be made, down the field. If he just stayed and looked at the pocket, he just stayed, and you're gonna get hit, Gardner. Just take the licks, take those licks, stay in the pocket a couple more times. Because to be honest, I don't want to see you run. I don't. I mean, you're not the most athletic person, so I want to see you throw the ball. That's your best strength. So stay in the pocket. Happy feet. I see it. Minshew, I see it. You're getting happy feet, man. You're getting happy feet, and that's causing you to make bad decisions. That can't happen. If you have a bad game, they are going to come at you with everything they got. They're going to say you're sorry. They're going to say everything we're tanking for Trevor Lawrence. Everything. Every single loss that we have this year is going to be your fault, and it's going to be tanking. I'm one of your biggest fans, Minshew, man. I'm one of your biggest fans. I think you're our franchise quarterback. I've been saying it for the longest, man. But you can't have games like that. You can't. You cannot have games like that. James Robinson is a ball player. He's going to be a great player. I love the way he runs. There's no wasted movement. He's hitting. He's getting north and south. One cut up the field. No wasted movements. No pitter patter. Nothing. He's getting yards, and he's falling forward. So, man, that's about all I need to say about the Jaguars. I feel like the offense will step it up versus the Bengals this week. The defense will have to step it up for sure because Joe Burrow is not going to play with us. He has a plethora of weapons, and he's not going to play with us. He's not. He's different. I'm telling you, he is different. He's not like these other rookie quarterbacks. You can hit him in the mouth, and he's still going to come back and throw a touchdown. I mean, he's different. He makes plays, and you don't just give a rookie 60 times to throw the ball. That's something you just don't do. So let's see what the Jaguars can do with the Bengals. I'm gonna predict a 31-17 score. 31-17. That's what I like, man. But let's get into the rest of the NFL, man. The rest of the NFL, like I said, no defense is being played. Everybody is scoring. You would think everybody got a prolific offense, you know. Everybody's done put up 30 this year. So, but teams that have caught my eye, teams that I think are going to be good, teams that I think are going to be playoff teams. Let's start off with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs can go unbeaten this year. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. What they did to the Ravens on Monday night, that showed me that I thought the Ravens had they had one of the personnel-wise, the Ravens have it. You know, they have it. But Patrick Mahomes just made them look like he made it look too easy. He got whatever he wanted. He threw four touchdowns or maybe 5, I believe. But he made it look too easy, and Lamar got down early, and he couldn't get back. The Ravens aren't built to play from behind. They just aren't. They want to run the ball, and they want to control the clock. But when you have a track team on the other side that is scoring whenever they want to, and plus they can run the ball now, which takes their offense to a whole nother level. That's why I feel like they're unstoppable. You have to have a stout run defense for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then you have to have at least 4, 5, 6 legitimate DBs to cover those receivers, man. And you have to play. You can't play zone against Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna pick you apart. When he figures it out, he's gonna pick you apart. You have to play man, and you have to put pressure on him some way. You will want to get pressure with 4. But I mean, with that offensive line that they have, it's a good offensive line. So that's gonna be tough. But I mean, you just gotta throw different looks. I don't know with Patrick Mahomes. I just don't know. He's the greatest player I've ever seen. Greatest quarterback I've ever seen. Even Tom Brady. Even though Tom Brady's won 6, yes, I feel like Patrick Mahomes can win 8. Yes, I do. But man, they look great. The Chiefs defense. I don't know why people don't give the Chiefs defense their credit. They won a Super Bowl. They did win you can't win a Super Bowl without defense. They won a Super Bowl, so please respect them. Please respect them. Another team, the Bills, surprise. It's not even a surprise. They got the transaction of Stephon Diggs, but I'm surprised with Josh Allen, the step that he took. The boy has touch now. He don't just have the big arm, he has touch now. And you know he can make plays with his feet as well. So they have the run game. They're well coached. The defense is crazy. The defense is good. You got Tre'Davious White on the outside. You got the two, probably the best safety tandem in the league with Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. And then you got the pass rushers. You got the run stoppers. You got the Tremaine Edmonds in the middle, linebacker. You got Matt Milano. You got players and they're well coached. So I don't see a lot of teams giving them a run for their money, but it's one that's in the same division that I feel like will win the division, and that's the Patriots. The Patriots with Cam, they gave Cam the system. They molded the system around Cam, and he is dominating. Cam looks good, man. He looks healthy. I just don't want him taking too many hits. He's throwing the ball well. He threw a bad pick last week. Threw a real bad pick. But what showed me something about the Patriots was that Seahawks game a week previous, week 2, they showed me something. Week 2, they showed me something because Cam damn near threw for 400 against the Seahawks, man. And they went in toe-to-toe in a shootout with the Seahawks. And that proved to me that they will be a playoff team because you perform with a playoff team when everybody thought you were tanking. Did Cam have it? Does he still have it? Oh, they don't have a lot of weapons on offense. Well, Cam shows you that he's the only weapon that you need. Really. Rex Burkhead went crazy last week. Julian Edelman is just a efficient slot. I'm gonna call him that. He's a efficient slot receiver. Great. He's one of the best at getting out of his cuts. He's always open. Separation is key. The greatest trait of a receiver to have, that a receiver can have, is he's open. Get open. You know what I'm saying? Get open. So that's 3 AFC teams right there. Let's talk about the NFC, man. The NFC. The Packers. That offense without the weapons that Kansas City Chiefs have, they're getting like the Kansas City Chiefs because they can make that big play at any time just because you have Aaron Rodgers. And then Allen Lazard just showed that as well, that he can be a deep threat for Aaron Rodgers. They beat the Saints without Devontae Adams. And I still like the Saints as well in that division. I like the Saints. The Seahawks as well. Seahawks are they're going to be there. Russell Wilson is going to be the MVP. He's playing like the MVP. He's got the most touchdowns through 3 games in NFL history. So they just got to work on the defense. They got to get that defense, the passing defense, who is the worst in the league. The Seahawks passing defense is the worst in the league. They have to correct that, And Jamal Adams is a little banged up. So we'll see, man. We'll see. The Rams look good as well. The Rams look good. He almost came back and beat the Bills, 25-point deficit. They started slow, but that offense, and when they're rolling, man, they're rolling. Can't nobody stop.